Testing, testing. Testing, 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 testing. All right, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Bashem Rakakwadash. My name is Chicago from Plain Tables Camp of Philly. I have this as USC student injects his hand with microchips capable of opening doors, storing passwords. All right, just to refresh your memory, it's still a thing. It's not something that's dying. It's just increasing and developing as the weeks and months push on, because Esau Edom, he's eventually going to have, or he's going to implement the mandatory implementation of the R4D microchip. All right, some catastrophe or war or reason for national security or world security that the world's the nations of the world are going to push for the mandatory implantation of the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, so it's still trendy to do this. University of South Carolina freshman. All right, you pretty much know what it does. All right, so I don't really have to read that, but it I believe it turns red or orange when it accepts it. That might just be the laser. All right, but the point's still valid. He's using that to make purchases. All right, because the actual chip just has a code on there, and when your chip is red, it compares it to the information that it has in a database, and it verifies your account, and it gives you the service or denies your service. All right. This is Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600 it's 6. All right, 666, which in the barcode, that code is within the barcode. All right, and that's his number. You'll find that number in a lot of Esau Edom's products. All right, you're going to type in 666 on products, and I believe something should come up. I have quite a few things. So you won't be able to buy or sell unless you have this mark. All right, the mark is an implantable device that's going to go through you, that's going to cut into your skin, and it's going to be in your flesh. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, charagma, didomi, to give, to grant, to give, to deliver, to present, something to be administered. All right. To appoint, to permit, grant. All right. Charagma, an imprinted mark of a mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Yeah, it's not going to be stamped. It's going to be in the flesh. All right, like you would brand a horse. All right, it goes beneath the surface of your flesh. All right, a thing carved of graven work All right, so it's going beneath the surface. All right, it goes back to trench cracks. A pail. No, it's not that type of pail. A stake beneath the surface of your skin. Fence, wooden stakes, iron railings fixed in the ground. So the device is going to be fixed in your body, in your right hand or your forehead, or anywhere in your body, really. All right. Those are the two most common places for it to be. It'd be kind of ridiculous to get a chip in your elbow. All right. But that can be an acceptable place for some. All right. Well, it'll be more ridiculous to get it in your shoulder. All right. Yeah. Your hand, forearm, elbow. That seems like a reasonable place. All right. But your shoulder would be ridiculous. All right. Chragma. Cherex. All right. The mark that is given to the followers of the Antichrist. All right. Which the Antichrist is you're against the Lord and his anointed. All right. In any way, shape, or form. All right. Now, have this. It says, who needs an implant? Who needs an implanted microchip when there's an app for that? All right. So he's basically saying, well, it is ridiculous, and you know, you can just log in with different applications. I haven't read or watched the video yet, but it may say something along those lines. All right.
It's just a matter of time. That's what analysts and educators tell us, but don't worry, what happened in Wisconsin is not about to go mass market yet. A small firm recently embedded microchips in their employees as a way to bypass company badges and corporate logons and get attention for their cafeteria kiosks, which are available on a cashless payment plan like Apple Pay. Chip proponents tell us that having a chip in the hand is better than grabbing for the cell phone because you can never forget it and you can't lose it, and you have the capability to communicate with machines in a way we couldn't before. Others just think that having a corporation stick a chip in this hand is kind of creepy, even if the companies say that it can't track you and that your information is private.
For me, it's a no, mostly because I'm concerned about what kind of health effects it might have.
For those reasons, analysts we spoke to say that workers at IBM, Facebook, Federal Express, Microsoft, The Gap, and so many other corporate giants have nothing to worry about. They won't get chipped soon. Consumers first, corporations second, which is why the analysts say, it's going to be a while, but you will be chipped. Progress, right? For USA Today in Los Angeles, I'm Jefferson Graham.
All right, so there you have it. You know, it's eventually going to happen, but not yet. So again, whatever catastrophe or need that, you know, the powers that be deem the chip to be implemented, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. So who needs an implant microchip when there's an implanted microchip when there's an app for that? All right. This is Ephesians 5:14. It says, therefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. All right. So we're not in darkness. We know that that's a goal. That's a goal that Esau wants to implement. He wants to control every resource and human resource. That's why they're fighting these wars for this damn oil and for these rare earth metals. All right. This is why they're taking garrisons in other countries, because they want the oil and they want the different the rare earth metals that they need for their electronics. All right. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. We got circumspectly. We got akribos. Exactly. So you know you ain't supposed to be putting a microchip in your body, and you know you're not supposed to bow down and worship the creature. All right, the thing created. All right, we're supposed to worship Yahweh or Yahweh Shai only. All right, accurately correct. All right, so that's idolatry when you take that chip. You're worshiping Esau, Edom. You're worshiping Satan. You're worshiping the devil diligently in a way that shows care and consciousness, conciseness. All right. In one's work or duties. All right, so we're not going to take the chip for benefits. Well, the elect aren't going to take the chip because you can't buy and sell. You can't pay your rent, can't pay your car note, you can't shop. So you're pretty much going to die if you don't have that chip. But the elect, the Lord's elect, is going to intervene and give us what we need, all right, to survive. All right. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Go down to devices. We got noama, mental perception, thought, purpose, that which thinks, the mind, thoughts, or purpose. All right. That which thinks, the mind, the mind, thoughts, purposes. So we understand that Esau wants to electronically catalog everything, and that microchip is a good medium to do that because he wants control of all the resources. Esau wants control of all the human resources and the material resources. All right. And we can look at the history of how it progressed from gold, silver, different minerals, to paper, to credit cards, to SIM cards, to apps. Now it's going to progress to the point where you're getting an electronic device implanted in your body, in your arm, in your hand. All right. When you look at this image, he's obviously a reprobate, a damn fool. All right. That's not. He looks like a damn fool. All right. Looks like a purebred Edomite too. So Yahweh Shai doesn't give a damn if he takes this chip. All right. He can put one on his forehead and both hands. Yahweh Shai ain't gonna really. It's not of any consequence. All right. Yahweh is going to make it so his elect, Yahweh Shai is going to make it so that his elect do not get that chip in any way, shape, or form. All right. Circumspect. I wanted to look that up. Circumspect. Cautious, wary, careful. It says wary and unwilling to take risk. So Esau says you can get provisions if you take the chip for national security purposes. Yeah, I'm not willing to take that risk. Similar words: cautious, wary, careful, guarded, cherry, carry, whatever you pronounce that. On one's guard. Circum, around, about, specare, look, to look around, to look about, on guard. All right. And kragma cracks. All right. So that is the end of this lesson. All right. Don't take the chip. It's still relevant. It's going to eventually come, no matter how much delay, they're saying it's taken or that it's taken. All right. Whether they have apps for that or not, that chip is going to come. Be prepared. All right. Shalom. Yasha Allah. Hope you edified.